Derivatives of functions in parametric form. So parametric form, when variables x and y are expressed in terms of the third variable, then that form is known as parametric form. So how to differentiate parametric form? Suppose we have x and y in parametric form, then we'll find say x and y both are expressed in terms of say, t. Then we'll find dx by dt and dy by dt, and then we'll use the chain rule. Dy by dx will be equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Now let us go in exercise 5.6, question number 1. So find dy by dx for the following. Here you can see that in question number 1, both x and y are expressed in terms of the third variable, that is t. Therefore, this is parametric form. Now, to find here dy by dx, what we'll do is we'll find dx by dt and dy by dt, and then we'll apply the chain rule. So let us find dx by dt. Here x equal to 2a t square. Therefore, dx by dt will be equal to 2a is constant and differentiation of t square is 2t. So 2a into differentiation of t square is 2t, and what we'll get is equal to 4at. Now similarly we'll find the differentiation of y. Also y equal to, so what is y? Y equal to at raised to 4. Therefore dy by dt, why we are differentiating with respect to t? Because y is in terms of t, that is why we'll have to differentiate with respect to t. So dy by dt equal to a is constant and differentiation of t raised to 4 is 4t cube. So what we'll get is 4a t cube. Therefore, now you can easily find dy by dx. So dy by dx will be equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, and we'll put the value of dy by dt. Dy by dt is 4a t cube. Then we have the value of dx by dt. Now to find dt by dx, very simple. Just we'll take the reciprocal of that. So reciprocal of dx by dt will be dt by dx, and that will be 4at. So we'll divide 4at cube with 4at, 4at, and 4a and 4a will cancel each other. What we'll get is t square. Question number 2, x equal to a cos theta, y equal to b cos theta, where x and y both are expressed in terms of theta. Therefore, this is a parametric form. To find dy by dx, we will have to find dx by d theta and dy by d theta. So let us start doing this one. X equal to a cos theta. Therefore, dx by d theta will be equal to a into differentiation of cos is minus sin theta, and we can rewrite it as equal to minus a sin theta. Similarly, we'll find the differentiation of y with respect to theta. Y equal to b cos theta. Therefore, dy by d theta equal to b into differentiation of cos is minus sin theta. So this will give us minus b sin theta. So this implies dy by dx equal to, we'll apply the chain rule. We know that dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta into d theta by dx, and we have the value of both. So this will be equal to, therefore this will imply that dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta is minus b sin theta into, now we have the value of dx by d theta, but what is required is d theta by dx. So what we'll do is we'll take the reciprocal of dx by d theta, that is we'll take the reciprocal of minus a sin theta. So what we'll get is 1 by minus a sin theta. So minus and minus cancel out, and sin theta and sin theta cancel out. So therefore dy by dx will be equal to b by a. So this is question number 2. Question number 3, x equal to sin t, y equal to cos 2t. Here also we can see that x and y both are in terms of t. Therefore, this is also a parametric form. Here to find dy by dx, we will have to find dx by dt and dy by dt. So here x equal to sin t. Therefore, dx by dt is equal to, differentiation of sine is cos t, so cos t. And what is the value of y? Y is cos 2t. Therefore, dy by dt will be equal to, differentiation of cos is minus cos is minus sine, so minus sine 2t. Then differentiating 2t will get into 2. So this will implies dy by dx equal to dy by dt into dt by dx equal to, so what is dy by dt? That is minus 2 sine 2t multiplied by, what is dt by dx? That is 1 by cos t, 1 by cos t equal to minus 2 sine 2t, we can write as 2 sine t into cos t, 2 sine t into cos t into 1 by cos t. So cos t and cos t will cancel each other, and what we will get is minus 4 sine t. So this is the differentiation of y with respect to x. Now question number fourth one, x equal to 4t, y equal to 4 by t. Here also we have to find dy by dx. So first of all we will find dx by dt. So x equal to 4t. This implies dx by dt is equal to 4 into differentiation of t with t will be 1. So 4 will get, and dy by dt, y is equal to 4 by t. Therefore, this implies dy by dt will be equal to minus 4 by t square. So since we need to find dy by dx, will apply chain rule. We know that dy by dx equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Therefore, dy by dx will be equal to, dy by dt is minus 4 by t square into dt by dx, dx by dt is 4, so dt by dx will be 1 by 4. So 4 and 4 cancel out. What we will get is, therefore dy by dx equal to minus 1 by t square. Question number 5, x equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta, y equal to sin theta minus sin 2 theta. Here both x and y are in terms of theta, therefore this is a parametric form. To find dy by dx, we will have to find dx by d theta and dy by d theta. Here x equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Therefore, dx by d theta will be equal to, differentiation of cos is minus sin theta, and similarly we will apply here minus, differentiation for time being, we can say 2 theta is theta, so differentiation that will be minus of minus, it will become plus sin 2 theta, and then we will differentiate 2 theta and we will get 2. Now y equal to sin theta minus sin 2 theta. So therefore dy by d theta will be equal to, differentiation of sin is cos, so cos theta minus, similarly here we will get cos 2 theta, and then we will differentiate 2 theta and we will get 2. Now to find dy by dx we will have to use chain rule. Therefore this implies dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta into d theta by dx. Therefore dy by dx is equal to, dy by d theta is here cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta, then d theta by dx. What is d theta by dx? We are having dx by d theta, that is minus sin theta plus 2 sin 2 theta. So d theta by dx will be reciprocal of that. So what we will get is here 2 sin 2 theta, 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. So this is our dy by dx. Question number 6. X equal to a theta minus sine theta, y equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. So here also x and y both are in terms of theta, therefore x and y are parametric form. So to find dy by dx we will have to find dx by d theta and dy by d theta. Here is the solution. Here x equal to a into theta minus sine theta. Therefore dx by d theta will be equal to a is constant as it is, so differentiation of theta with theta will be 1 minus, and difference of sine is cos, so 1 minus cos theta, and we have y equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, so dy by d theta will be equal to a is constant, also 1 is constant, it will be 0, and the difference of cos is minus sine theta, so minus sine theta. Therefore dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta into d theta by dx equal to, so dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta, that is a into minus sine theta, that is minus a sine theta, into d theta by dx. So dx by d theta we are having, so we will take the reciprocal of that, so into 1 over a into 1 minus cos theta, and so a and a will be cancelled out, and we can write dy by dx equal to, so this will be minus, now sine theta can be written as 2 sine theta by 2, 2 sine theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 whole. Also we know that 1 minus cos theta is 2 sine square theta by 2, so 2 sine theta by 2 into sine theta by 2, and here 2 and 2 cancel out, sine theta by 2 and sine theta by 2 cancel out, so what will remain is minus cos theta by minus cos theta by 2 by sine theta by 2, and we know that cos over sine is cot, so therefore dy by dx will be equal to minus cos over sine is cot, so minus cot theta by 2. Question number 7. X equal to sine cube t over root of cos 2t, y equal to cos cube t over root of cos 2t. So here x and y both are in terms of t, therefore is parametric form, and to find dy by dx we will have to find dy by dt and dx by dt. Let us start this one. Here x equal to sine cube t over root of cos 2t, and now first we will find dx by dt. So dx by dt will be equal to differentiation of this, and to differentiate this we will apply f by g rule. So what is f by g rule? F by g rule, f by g dash, that is equal to g into f dash minus f into g dash over g square. So this is the rule which we will apply here. So g, what is our g now? Our g is root of cos 2t, so square root of cos 2t into differentiation of the numerator, because f is the numerator, so that is 3 sine square t, and difference of sine t is cos t using the composite function differentiation, and minus now f into g dash, that is minus numerator into the differentiation of the denominator, so that is minus sine cube t into, we know the differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x, so 1 by 2 square root of cos 2t, then differentiation of cos 2t is minus 2 sine 2t, and differentiation of 2t is 2, so 2 and 2 will be cancelled out, and this whole will be divided by the square of g, and what is our g? Square root of cos 2t, so square of that will be cos 2t. Therefore dx by dt, so now let us further simplify it. Let me first erase, because here dx by dt equal to, now we'll take the LCM, so this will become a root of cos 2t into root of cos 2t, that will give us cos 2t, and 3 sin square t into cos t, so we'll get 3 sin square t into cos t into cos 2t minus, now here we can see that this 2 and this 2 has been cancelled out, and we can read this minus and minus become plus, so plus sine cube t, sine cube t, and we know that sine 2t can be written as 2 sine t into cos t, so into 2 sine t into cos t, the whole divided by this cos 2t is already there, and this root of cos 2t will also come down, and together they will together it will be cos 2t raised to the power of 3 by 2. Now here we can see that from both the terms sin t cos t is common, so let us take it out common, so therefore dx by dt will be equal to, taking out sin t cos t common from both the terms sin t cos t, what will remain here is 3, so from here we have taken sin t cos t common, so remaining will be 3 sin t into cos 2t, and from here also we have taken sin t cos t common, so from here we will get plus 2 sin cube t, plus 2 sin cube t, the whole divided by cos 2t raised to the power of 3 by 2. And here we can see that if we rewrite cos 2t, I will show you that this one cos 2t in terms of sine, we know how to write cos 2t in terms of sine, then we can get all the terms here in terms of sine. So let us do that one. So this will give us dx by dt equal to sin t into cos t, 3 sin t cos 2t can be written as in terms of sine 1 minus 2 sin square t, and plus 2 sin cube t, the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. So cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. Now this on further simplification will give us dx by dt equal to sin t into cos t, 3 sin t into 1, so that will give us 3 sin t minus 3 sin t into 2 sin square t, so this will become minus 6 sin cube t, and plus 2 sin cube t, the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. So this will give us, therefore dx by dt is equal to sin t cos t as it is, so this will become 3 sin t and minus 6 sin cube t plus 2 sin cube t will become minus 4 sin cube t, the whole divided by cos 2t, so here I will erase this one again, so this line has come up here, so this is cos 2t raised to 3 by 2 cos, yes, so this is dx by dt. Now next step again we can simplify this also. Now we know that this one 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x is equal to sin 3x, so we can rewrite this one as dx by dt equal to sin t into cos t multiplied by sin 3t, and the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. So this is what will be our dx by dt. So similarly we will also find the other one, that is dy by dt. So this is dx by dt. Now let us find dy by dt. Y equal to cos cube t over root of cos 2t. To find dy by dt, we will have to use f by g rule. So what is f by g rule? F by g dash is equal to g into f dash minus f into g dash over g square. So this is our f and this is our g. So let us find dy by dt. So dy by dt is equal to g into f dash, that is square root of cos 2t into differentiation of cos 2t, that is 3 cos square t. Differentiation of cos t is minus sin t, so minus sin t. Now minus, we will use this one f into g dash, so minus cos cube t into differentiation of root of cos 2t, and we know that difference of root x is 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 square root of cos 2t. Then we will differentiate cos 2t, that is minus sin 2t, and differentiation of 2t is 2. So this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out, and this whole divided by g square. So that is cos 2t, because the square of root of cos 2t will be cos 2t. And now we'll just take the LCM and we'll get dy by dt equal to cos 2t, and this will become, this minus will taken outside, so 3 cos square t and sin t, and here minus minus will become plus, so plus, and we'll get is cos cube t into sin 2t, the whole divided by this root of cos 2t will come in the denominator, and already 1 cos 2t is here, so total we'll get is cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, because we know that whenever the base is same, the powers are added. Now this further we can simplify it. Here we can just see what this sin 2t can write as 2 sin t into cos t. So that is what we'll write, dy by dt equal to minus cos 2t into 3 cos square t into sin t plus cos cube t into 2 sin t into cos t, and the whole from here till here divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. And now in both the terms we can see that cos t sin t is common, so that is what we'll take it out. Dy by dt is equal to, taking sin t cos t common from both the terms, what will remain will be here. So here we will get minus cos 2t multiplied by 3 cos t, 3 cos t, and in the second part we will get plus 2 cos cube t, 2 cos cube t, and the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, and here dy by dt is equal to sin t into cos t. Here we can see that if we write cos 2t in terms of cos t, then we can simplify it further, so that is what we'll do. So rewriting cos 2t, as we know that cos 2t can be written as minus 2 cos square t minus 1 into 3 cos t and plus 2 cos cube t, the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. So this will give us dy by dt equal to sin t into cos t, and here we will get 3 into 2, that is 6. So 6 minus is there, so minus 6 cos cube t, and minus minus plus, so plus 3 cos t, and this will become plus 2 cos cube t, and the whole again divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. Now the remaining we will solve here this side again. So this I will erase first, so that there is no need to go in the next page. Here itself let us solve this one. So yes, now simplifying this further, we will get dy by dt equal to sin t into cos t. So this will become minus 6 cos cube t plus 2 cos cube t, that will give us minus 4 cos cube t. So minus 4 cos cube t plus 3 cos t, the whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, and this will give us dy by dt equal to, we know that uh, 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t is cos 3t, so this will give us minus cos 3t. So sin t into cos t into minus cos 3t whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, and what was our dx by dt? Our dx by dt was the sin t and cos, this many terms were same in that. Only in place of minus cos 3t there was sin 3t. So that is, let us write down that sin t into cos t sin 3t whole divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2. So now to find dy by dx we will have to use chain rule. So this will implies dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx equal to, so this will give us dy by dx equal to, what is our dy by dt here, sin t into cos t, and minus is there, so minus minus cos 3t, so minus cos 3t minus cos 3t divided by cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, and multiplied by dt by dx. Here we are having dx by dt, so we will take the reciprocal of this, so this will become cos 2t raised to 3 by 2 and divided by sin t cos t and sin 3t. So sin t cos t and sin t cos t cancel out, cos 2t raised to 3 by 2 and cos 2t raised to 3 by 2, so cancel out. Only what is remaining is minus cos 3t over sin 3t, and we know that cos over sin is cot. So what we will be getting here is minus cot 3t. So let us write it here. So here we will get our final answer. Therefore, dy by dx will be equal to minus cos 3t over sin 3t, and therefore dy by dx will be equal to minus cot 3t. So this is our final answer. Question number 8, x equal to a into cos t plus log 10t by 2 and y equal to a sin t. Here both x and y are in terms of t, therefore they are in parametric form. Now to find dy by dx, we will have to find dy by dt and dx by dt. So here x equal to a into cos t plus log 10t by 2. So on differences in respect to t, we will get dx by dt equal to a is constant, so it will remain as it is. Differentiation of cos is minus sin t plus, and for time being we will consider this tan t by 2 as t, and we know the differentiation of log t is 1 by t, so 1 by tan t by 2. Next we will do differentiation of tan, and that is sec square, so sec square t by 2. Then we will differentiate t by 2, we will get 1 by 2, and this on simplification will give us equal to a into minus sin t, and we know that 1 by 10 is equal to cot. Cot means cos by sin, so plus cos t by 2 over sin t by 2, and this 2 will come here, and we know also that sec is 1 by cos, so 1 by cos t by 2 into cos t by 2, so cos t by 2 cancel out, and what we will get here is dx by dt equal to a into minus sin t plus, this will be, we know that 2 sin x into cos is sin 2x, so this will become sin t, and this will give us dx by dt is equal to a into 1 minus sin square t over sin t, and that will become equal to a into cos square t over sin t. So this is dx by dt. Now we'll find dy by dt. So we are having y equal to a sin t. Therefore dy by dt will be equal to a cos t. So this implies dy by dx will be equal to, by applying the chain rule, dy by dt into dt by dx, and this will give us dy by dt is a cos t, so a cos t into, and we are having dx by dt, so we'll take the reciprocal of that, so we'll get sin t over a into cos square t, so that is cos t into cos t, and this will give us this cos t and cos t cancel out, a and a will be also cancel out, so we'll get dy by dx equal to sin t over cos t is tan t, so tan t. Therefore, the differentiation of y with respect to x will give us tan t.